everyone. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jessica. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today, we have a really important topic that can help you improve your English faster, listen daily, speak naturally.
That's right. We'll talk about why listening every day is the secret to speaking English more naturally and confidently.
Plus, we'll share some practical tips and a mini listening challenge for you to try.
Whether you're a beginner or intermediate learner, this episode will give you simple ways to practice English in your daily life.
All right, let's get started. Ready, Jessica?
Ready? Let's go! So, Mark, why is it so important to listen to English every single day?
Great question, Jessica. When you listen daily, your brain gets used to the sounds, rhythms, and patterns of English. It's like training your ear and your brain at the same time.
Exactly. If you only study grammar or vocabulary but don't listen enough, you might understand rules but struggle to understand real conversations or speak naturally.
I remember when I first started learning English, I didn't listen to much. I knew a lot of words, but when people talked fast, I couldn't follow. That was frustrating.
Yeah, listening every day helps you get comfortable with different accents, speeds, and expressions. It builds your confidence to speak without hesitation.
And the best part? Listening is something you can do anywhere on the bus, while cooking, or even during a walk. It's easy to fit into your daily routine.
That's why making listening a daily habit is a game changer. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day makes a big difference over time.
Right. Plus, when you listen regularly, you start thinking in English more naturally, which helps reduce the time you spend translating in your head.
So, to sum it up, daily listening helps you understand real English, improve your pronunciation, and speak more naturally and confidently.
Perfect. Now, let's share some tips on how you can choose the best materials to listen to every day. All right, Jessica. Now that we know why daily listening is so important, what kind of materials do you recommend for learners to listen to every day?
Great question, Mark. The best materials depend a lot on your level and what interests you. For example, podcasts like ours are great because they're designed for learners and cover everyday topics.
Absolutely. And besides podcasts, I also love listening to music in English. Songs are fun, and the repetition helps you remember new words and phrases.
Yes. Plus, watching TV shows or movies with subtitles is another good way. You can listen and read at the same time, which helps you connect sounds with words.
If you want something shorter, the news is also good. There are news podcasts or websites with easy English news for learners.
And don't forget about YouTube channels that teach English. Many creators make short videos you can listen to daily.
One tip is to choose materials you actually enjoy. If you like sports, watch sports interviews or listen to sports podcasts. If you like cooking, try cooking shows in English.
That way, listening doesn't feel like a chore. It becomes fun and interesting, so you'll keep doing it every day.
Also, it's good to mix easy and slightly challenging materials. Easy stuff builds confidence, and harder materials push your skills.
Right. And don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. The important part is to keep listening regularly.
Exactly. So, in summary, choose podcasts, music, TV shows, news, or YouTube videos based on your level and interests, and make it fun.
Now that we know what to listen to, let's talk about how listening actually helps you speak better. Mark, we've talked about what to listen to, but how exactly does listening help you speak better English?
That's a key question. When you listen often, your brain learns the natural flow of English, like the rhythm, stress, and intonation. This helps you sound more natural when you speak.
Yes. Plus, by listening to real conversations, you learn common phrases and expressions that native speakers use every day.
Right. Instead of just memorizing grammar rules or vocabulary lists, you absorb language in context, so you know how to use it naturally.
I've noticed many learners try to speak, but they sound stiff or unnatural because they haven't heard the language enough in real situations.
Exactly. Without enough listening practice, it's easy to make mistakes with pronunciation or word order because you're guessing rather than recalling what you've heard.
Another big benefit of listening is that it builds your vocabulary without you even trying. You just pick up new words naturally as you listen.
And here's a useful tip. Try shadowing. That means listening to a sentence and repeating it right after, copying the sounds and rhythm as closely as possible.
Shadowing is great because it connects your listening and speaking muscles. It helps with pronunciation and fluency.
So, listening regularly trains your ear to recognize sounds and trains your mouth to produce them correctly.
In short, listening gives you the natural input your brain needs to produce natural output when speaking.
Awesome! Now, let's share an example daily routine with listening practice you can follow. Jessica, I know sometimes learners feel like they don't have enough time to practice English every day. Can you share an example of a simple daily routine that includes listening practice?
Sure, Mark. Let's imagine a busy day where you only have small pockets of time to practice. Even 10 to 15 minutes can make a difference if you use them well.
Okay, let's start with the morning. When you wake up, you can listen to a short English podcast episode while having breakfast or getting ready.
Right. Even listening while brushing your teeth or doing light chores counts. You don't have to focus 100%. Just expose your brain to English sounds.
Then during your commute or walk, put on some English music or a podcast. It's a great way to use time that might otherwise be wasted.
Exactly. And if you have a coffee break, try shadowing 1 or 2 sentences you heard earlier. Repeat them out loud to practice speaking.
At lunch, maybe watch a short video in English or listen to a news clip with subtitles. This helps connect listening with reading.
In the evening, before bed, you can review a few favorite phrases or expressions from your day's listening and try using them in sentences out loud.
This routine doesn't require long hours, just small steps throughout the day that add up.
Plus, it's flexible. If one day is too busy, you can do just 5 minutes of listening or speaking. The key is consistency.
To help listeners practice now, let's share a few sample sentences from daily life for shadowing.
Great idea. Here are some simple ones. Good morning. How did you sleep? I'm going to the store later. Do you need anything? Let's meet for coffee this afternoon.
Listeners, try repeating these sentences out loud, copying our pronunciation and rhythm.
Doing this regularly helps your speaking sound more natural and confident. All right, listeners, now it's time for a mini listening challenge. Are you ready?
Let's do it. I'm going to say a short sentence, and then Jessica will ask you some questions about it. Then, you'll try to repeat the sentence out loud.
Here's the sentence. I usually have breakfast at 7 o'clock before I start work.
Okay, let me say it again slowly. I usually have breakfast at 7 o'clock before I start work.
Great. Now, Mark, what questions can listeners think about?
First question, what time does the person usually have breakfast?
Second question, what do they do after breakfast?
Now, listeners, try repeating the whole sentence out loud, copying our pronunciation and rhythm.
Let's say it together one more time. I usually have breakfast at 7 o'clock before I start work.
Awesome! Keep practicing sentences like this every day to improve your listening and speaking skills.
Exactly. Small steps like this help you get comfortable with everyday English.
Jessica, now that we've practiced listening and repeating, what are some quick tips to help our listeners speak more naturally in English?
Great question, Mark. First, focus on rhythm and intonation. English isn't just about the words, it's about how you say them. Try to copy the rise and fall of native speakers' voices.
Yes, And don't be afraid to use contractions. Instead of saying, I am going to, say, I'm gonna, or I'm going to. It sounds more natural and casual.
Another tip is to learn common phrases or chunks of language like, how's it going or what's up? These help you sound more fluent and less robotic.
Also, don't speak too slowly. It's better to speak at a comfortable pace, not too fast, not too slow. This helps you sound confident and natural.
And finally, practice listening and speaking together every day. The more you hear natural English, the easier it becomes to copy and use it yourself.
Those are some great tips. Remember, sounding natural takes time, so be patient and keep practicing.
Absolutely. With daily effort, your speaking will get smoother and more natural over time. Before we finish, we want to remind you that learning English is a journey, and every small step counts.
That's right. Listening every day, even just a little bit, will help you speak more naturally and confidently over time.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. It's normal, and with consistent practice, your skills will improve.
Keep enjoying the process. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. You're getting better every day.
And remember, we're here to support you. Keep listening, keep speaking, and don't give up.
You've got this. See you in the next episode. Thanks so much for listening today. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Don't forget to practice listening and speaking every day. It really makes a difference.
Be sure to subscribe and check out our other episodes in the English Learning Podcast playlist.
See you next time. Keep speaking naturally.